Alright, welcome back to brand new video, y'all. Today targeting the program, targeting individual experience. So as I was saying, right? Again, the theft of wealth from black people, and it's a system that has been around for the benefit of we know who, right? When they create technology and they target us in the way they target us, not only as black people but as TIs, right? So we as TIs, we are the experimental factor, right? And how these technologies will be used against the society going forward. And this is what I try to get people to understand, particularly black people to understand. Because we know that when these programs are implemented within a society, who it affects the most negatively? Who does it negatively affect, right? And so when I see black people engaging in the behavior against TIs, whether it's the black TI, white TI, Asian TI, Hispanic TI, I look at it from a psychological standpoint, in how marginalized people, right? How people who have been discriminated against can turn around and do the same to each other and to other groups of people. When you would think that they would be more sympathetic, empathetic, more concerned, and also cautious of what they're being told, particularly by a group of people who have continued to lie to us, right? But what the white racist does is that he uses the Sambos and the Sambinas, right? These are black men and women who look like me, okay? Same skin color, but the mindset is different, right? And because some of us so want to be in certain spaces, even though these individuals, these people do not want us to be in their space, but they'll tolerate you, because if they can use you against your own people, they'll tolerate you. I talk about how they use money, right? Years and decades, they've tried to use money as a tool to recruit me as a gatekeeper. And I said no. Using silent sounds to tell me, oh, we're going to give you what you want, but you cannot help your people. Now, why would I do that? All right? And then here's the thing to go with this technology, because you can't see it, wireless, radio wave or microwave frequency, they'll tell you that, oh, it's God. It's not God. Because I'll tell you what, my God, okay, is not going to tell me that I can get whatever I want, but I got to turn my back on my own people. That's not a God I want to worship. Right? My God isn't going to put me in a high position and have me and use me as a benefit to a group of people who have disadvantaged my people, who have murdered, robbed, raped, pillaged, steal, and they're still doing it today, right? Who have enslaved my people. And I'm saying to myself, nah, this is technology. This is these racists in high places using technology to try to recruit me. This is why they try to bring me back into the fold of Christianity. Because you see, any black person who wakes up to their history, not the history they tell us from slavery. Yes, that's part of our history too. But our history goes way back before that. The truth. Black people, the original people on this planet. Black people who gave birth to every nation of people on this planet. Okay?
They have one eye. Like me? Yes.
They are, excuse me, ma'am. I just hear a conversation. Hello? Hi. Hello? Ma'am? He's absolutely right. There are black people with green eyes and blue eyes.
Yes.
That is not a white trait. That is a black trait.
All right.
He is. Black people birth every nation on this planet.
That's right.
Right?
Yes.
Right. You have black people in the Samoan Islands with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Blue eyes. You
Right?
hear that?
So he's absolutely right. Never forget, okay? Black people gave every people on this planet their history.
Yeah, history.
You go
They
back to
changed.
ancient China,
They
black
change,
kings and
yes.
queens.
They change because of temperature and everything like this. That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
So when
The
black
color
people
of the skin change.
when black people travel out of Africa to go to Europe, over thousands of years, their offspring adapt to their climate. So they become. If you were in Europe, they become lighter.
Lighter.
Their nose got thinner. Why? Because the breathing cold air. When you have a wide nose, it affects your lungs.
Yes.
So their nose become straighter, narrower. But you can also find that in Africa.
Yes.
Right. What white people have done is to choose a certain looking group of black people and say, this is what black people look like.
Exactly.
Okay? But remember, there is no such thing as white features. Everyone have black features. Even the Chinese with their slanted eyes. The Sans people in South Africa
I'll show you
are
some black samurai.
Are people with slanted eyes. Right? And the Chinese, they don't look like the Chinese. The Chinese look like them. All right? We come in all different colors and hues. Okay?
Okay.
You have two black people, man and woman, husband and wife, have a baby, they can have a white baby.
A white baby. And people
No other
sometimes
group of people can do that.
What's happening
And
here?
black women, when it comes to their genetic coding, they are vastly superior to anybody else, including you and I.
Superior. I mean, that doesn't mean that.
DNA wise.
Yes.
DNA, meaning that they have genetic codes that you and I don't even have, that white people don't even have. We are the most genetically we have the most genetic variations among all group of people, black people. You understand?
Meaning you always have to put in your mind, I matter, I'm worthy, I am who I am.
That's right.
And you should always be proud of yourself.
That's right. And let me tell you something. When you get older, go into the technology field. As you know why? Who created technology? Black people.
Black people.
You look at most of the invention, black people
Black
created.
people.
But we don't hear about it because you know what? They work for white companies or their contribution is hidden to us.
Exactly. They
Okay?
don't want you to know. Or they take their invention and give it to a white person.
Yeah, if you work for a white company, your invention, you know the super soaker,
Patent.
the water guns? Who do you think created that?
Black
It was a black man. He worked for Hasbro, right? And he had to, when he left the company, he had to sue them to get his patent back,
You see?
right? So those remember, we are the most creative, intelligent group of people on this planet.
That's right.
And
That's right.
it's in our nature to be good, right? But we really live in a system where we are used to attack each other. But you need to love each other.
Because they tell us, they make it like
when
this.
you go
That's
to
what they
school,
want.
when you go to school, you look at the young boys and girls that look like you. You have to be kind to them. You have to love them. You understand? Okay. All right, young man.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So, I'll see you guys in the next video.